Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have our weekly meal planner and then I'll show you what I got in the groceries from Woolworths this week for our family of 4. So one night this week we're going to have a lamb roast. I've got fresh beans, baked sweet potatoes. We're going to have with it potatoes and gravy. I've had a look at the lamb and it's quite small, so I don't know how much lamb I'm going to have left over because I really do like buying a roast for 2 nights. But it looks quite small to me, which I'll show you in the shop. But I'm hoping I'll have a little bit left over for the following night, which I'm going to make like a Rogan Josh. I've got heaps of plain yogurt, and I'm just going to put spices in it, maybe some chickpeas, some sweet potatoes, and I'm going to have that with rice. But if there's not much lamb, I'll probably just put more sweet potatoes and more chickpeas in it. On another night this week, we're going to have just an easy tuna pie. And another night, I've also bought a chicken roast. Now, this looks like it's quite small as well. Like, I did order a bigger one, but they didn't obviously have it in stock, so they're giving me a smaller one and giving me the refund on the larger one. But I do, like I said, like having some chicken left over for the following night. So I don't think there's going to be any chicken roast left over for the following night. I don't even think there's going to be any left over for sandwiches. Like, for 4 people, it looks like it's quite like a small pigeon, to be honest. So we're going to have a chicken roast on one of the nights as well with all the roast potatoes and vegetables and things like that. Another night I'm going to make just a meatloaf. I've got like heaps of salad, like Mediterranean salad we're going to have. Like I've got like sun-dried tomatoes. I've got feta cheese. I've got bocconcini. I've got tomatoes and lettuce and all those sort of things. So I'm going to make like a really nice salad with the meatloaf. Another night, I'm just going to make like a basic vegetable pie. I've got heaps of pastry and I've got lots and lots of vegetables, which I want to just use up and make a really nice pie out of. And then another night this week, I'm just going to make a taco bowl. Like, we don't have any taco shells or taco bread as such. So I'm just going to put it into a bowl. I've got avocado. I've got plain yogurt. I don't think I've got sour cream, so I'll use the plain yogurt. I've got mince and beans and cheese and tomatoes and the salad and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to have like a taco bowl. So I'm looking forward to that. But that's our weekly meal planner this week. And let's get into the Woolworths grocery haul. So this week I definitely went over our usual budget, but I did need things as well. And I had to get like a big can of oil, which is really expensive at the moment. So firstly, I just grabbed 4 loaves of bread. I've got a wholemeal country loaf there and just 3 loaves of the soft white bread for the kids for lunches. We go through so much bread now. I think we're going through around about 3 loaves a week. The wholemeal I put in the freezer, and that's really just for me, just to have for toast in the mornings. And yeah, going through a lot there. Okay, I just got some of these chickadee chips just for the kids' lunch boxes. I've also got a bag of flakes because Cadbury's had a sale this week and they were a really good price, the multi-packs this week. So I grabbed them because I really love flake chocolate. I also picked up an oil sprayer. I have one of these, but I picked up this for my mum. It was on special this week for under $9. So they're really, really handy and you don't use as much oil. I really love them. You can use it for oil, dressings or vinegar. But I picked up this one and I'm going to fill it up for her, just give it to her as a little bit of a gift because I just find them so handy. And yeah, like I said, you just don't use as much oil. You don't have to buy those aerosol pumps or aerosol cans with oil in them. You can just refill these. They're great. I also got the big olive oil this week, the 4-litre can. This is quite expensive. It was getting into around about... Well, if I look here, it was $34 for 4 litres. I remember years ago I used to pay about $25 for this bottle. I also got the Nesquik, the strawberry one. My youngest loves strawberry quick, so this is one we always have. I don't usually get the chocolate Nesquik because we have Milo, but they like the strawberry. I got some pure honey, and now this is another expense nowadays. This was $12.50, so... between the oil and the honey, that's probably where most of the budget went this week. But, we go through a lot of honey and we use it on a lot of marinated, like we use it on marinated chicken, teriyakis and things like that. And the kids like it too. And we do put it into smoothies. Pretty much every smoothie we have, we put the honey in there. I got some crumpets because these were on special. I just like to have these occasionally just with either the honey, or I actually have Vegemite and butter on these, which is a bit strange because usually people put a lot more sweet things on it. I've also got some of these coffee capsules just for my husband. He likes this one. They're quite strong, so I just got 2 packets of them. They're just the Woolworths brand ones, and they're a pretty good price as well. So I just got him 2 packets of that. I've also got some mild American mustard because we're completely out of mustard. Pickles and mustard just don't last long in our house. We go through them so quickly. I got free-range eggs because we're running low on that. Usually we go through 2 cartons of eggs a week. I grabbed some Up and Goes, just a 6-pack of them because they were on special this week. So I usually get them for my son for his lunch at school as an extra. I got milk, as usual, got my 14 litres. It's outside in the fridge in the garage, but yeah, 14 litres of milk we're still going through a week. The kids are just drinking it. They're basically just drinking it like water now. I grabbed some pasta this week because I'm getting low on pasta all the time now. So I've got some Wholemeal Spirals. These are really good. I like having these, and they're really filling. I got some macaroni for the kids, and I just got 2 packets of the pasta. There's like a real jump in pasta now. There's nothing in between the cheap brand and the more expensive brand. So it's either you're paying, $1 a packet for the spaghetti or pasta, and then it jumps to $3. So there's sort of nothing in between. So I just got the home brand ones this week because it was going to start getting a little bit more expensive. I grabbed the Revlon brow pencil because these were on special this week as well, and I've had this one before and it's pretty good. At first I thought it was the one I normally get, which I buy from Maya, and it sort of opens up in the middle and you've got like a brow sort of like a brow powder as well, but this one is just the basic pencil with the brush on the end. I find them really good, and they're on special for $11.50. I also got some of this Body Crystal deodorant. I've been meaning to try this. It's been around for a long time, I know, and it doesn't have any like nasties in it. I'm assuming, but yeah, I'm just going to give it a go and see what it's like, but I don't think it's got the aluminium in it and things like that. I got some of this Cherry Blossom hand wash refill. I'm starting to steer away from more of the antibacterial soaps because they're really they're irritating my eyes, so I just got that. I've also got lots of fruit and vegetables this week, so I've got some Royal Gala apples, a big bag of capsicums, which aren't too bad now. We're looking at around about $5 for this bag, and that's the odd bunch. It's just, they are just, you do need them in mince and things like that, but when they're like $3 each, I won't buy them. I got some blueberries for the kids. They usually last a few days in their lunch boxes because I only give them a few a day. I've got a cucumber for like my Mediterranean salad. I've got celery, a big bunch of this here because I'm going to make like vegetable pie, and I'll probably make vegetable soup with it too and freeze it. But it's really big, and yeah, I think that had come down in price as well a bit compared to my $6 usual buy of celery lately. I've got a big bag of beans. Now, these weren't a bad price either, and compared to what they have been, I think you're looking at around about $14 a kilo at some point there for beans. I've got some pears, mini pears. The kids love these, especially my youngest, so I just got the mini ones for them. I've also grabbed some avocados, which I'll use like in the Mexican bowl and the Mediterranean salad. I've got tomatoes, which have come down a little bit, but my tomatoes on the vine are growing really well. I just picked a huge one the other day. It's beautiful. It's just getting ripe now. I've got some kiwi fruit because I'm really liking having them as a snack. I got zucchinis because we just grate them up and put them in whatever I can to hide them from the kids. I grabbed some asparagus because I like this just fried up. I was going to get 2 bunches, but I just got 1. And sometimes it's a lot of waste on the asparagus bunch as well because it's just not, it just goes like bamboo. So I just got 1 bunch there. It is a little bit crazy how many bananas I've bought this week. I've bought 13 bananas, and only because they're like $1.98 a kilo where I lived. So this was just at Woolworths, obviously, but so cheap. And I have been buying frozen bananas lately for smoothies, which is quite expensive, but they're really nice, the frozen ones as well, because I don't have to cut them up and peel them. But this week I'm just going to ripen them up, and they're going straight into the freezer for smoothies in case they go up in price again, because they have been so expensive. I think we've been paying, I think, around about 80 cents a banana lately. So I'm just going to go and get the cold stuff now out of the freezer because it's starting to get a lot warmer now here in Queensland, and I'll show you what I got meat-wise. So I got 2 packets of the Sea Lord New Zealand dory. This was on special for about $7 a box, got 2 boxes there. I like to have this on the weekend. We just put a salad with it, or even like put some chips with it or something like that. It's just really, really easy on the weekend, especially when the kids are hungry all the time and they just get sick of bread sometimes because they're having sandwiches all day at school. So I just got that as something different. Got a big thing of Hillview tasty cheese. I think this only lasts us 2 weeks, this whole block. So yeah, this is the cheapest one I sort of can get. So I just get that and I don't mind the taste of it. Got the Paul's double thick custard for the kids. I grabbed some of the cherry bocconcini for the salads, and we really love this. I just really like this. Even though it doesn't have much taste, I just really enjoy to eat it with salad and things like that, or on the side. I got some of the Don ham this week, the champagne leg ham, and I also got another packet of just the honey leg ham as well. This was on special, really good price this week because I don't mind the Don ham. I think it's a really nice packet ham. I got some of the Bulla frozen yogurts. I got the full-size ones. You know how you can get those smaller ones. I don't really like the small ones because some of them have got their ice block over the outside of it, so I just got the full size. I got some of this Impress pressed juice. When my brother came over to visit at the beginning of the year, he bought a bottle of this and I really liked it. This week it was on special for $4 a bottle. It is a little bit expensive. But, you know, it doesn't have any, like, preservatives and things like that in it. So I've only really ever tried the orange one, but I also got a tropical one to try as well. So they're really, really nice. Now, looking at the meats I got the beef 1 kilo, $16, which I try and get as much as I can out of this because I try and get at least 3 or so meals out of it because, you know, it's expensive and it makes a cheap meal expensive when you're paying $16 a kilo. I grabbed free-range Australian whole chicken. This is the one I was talking about. I did in the order think it was going to be a lot bigger, and I think they were going to charge me about $11. This was about, you know, under $8, $7.91. But it's really small. It might not show it here, but it is quite small for a family of 4. I've also got the leg lamb, and as you can see, that's small. It's even got it written on it, and that was nearly $17. So, you know, if I can't get 2 nights out of them, I find it just so expensive because I find a roast really easy to make for a family. You don't have to think too much about it, but I really want to get at least 2 nights out of it, and I probably won't. So that's some meat, but I also grabbed a watermelon, which I forgot to show you before, and that's just, you know, for the kids. So basically that's the shop. Now, I spent all up $261.53. That's with the substitute. I mean, not with substitutes, but that's with them giving me a refund on the meats. So $261.53, and that includes also a $15 discount because I did a boot pickup this week. They gave me $15 off, which was a really good deal. So I usually do get it delivered, but I couldn't pass it up for $15. So there has been a few discounts lately. Woolworths and Coles have been giving people, but, you know, it's a big saving as well. And I guess with the way prices are rising so high at the moment with food and everything else, we just need to get as many savings as we can. So I'm pretty grateful for $15 off. But thanks everyone for coming and watching today's Woolworths grocery haul for our family of 4. And I'll see you next time for my next videos. Thanks everyone. Bye.